So, David, I'll be very blunt. Why should we take the risk of hiring a convicted felon?
Well, there was one thing they kept telling us when we were in, is like the number one factor for not going back is steady employment. So I really need this job so I can get steady employment. And it'd be good for you, it'd be good for me, it'd be good for society.
Oh, I am close to tears. He needs steady employment, and it would be good for him and for society. I could save this man and do a wonderful thing for society by hiring him. Well, that's very sweet, but my business is not a charity. Contributing to society is not going to be my number one motivating factor. As an employer, what I'm wondering is whether he'll be a good employee for me, whether he has the right skills, whether he has the right personality, whether he has the commitment to stay with my company and become a valuable asset to us. His answer did not convince me of any of that. Let's try that again. David, I'm going to be blunt. Why should we take the risk of hiring a convicted felon?
Well, I understand why you would be hesitant to hire someone like me. You'd probably be afraid I might disappoint you, but I can promise you that's not going to happen. I was young, I was foolish, I made some mistakes, but I've decided to turn that around. And I took a bunch of vocational classes and educational classes while I was in, and now I have clear goals and I have a clear path on how to get there. And one of those goals is to be a model employee for a company like yours. I have letters of recommendation from my pastor and my parole officer. And if you have any doubts about my ability, I urge you to hire me on a probationary status. Give me 3 months to prove myself, and I'll show you that I'm the man for the job, and I can be a model employee for your company.
And I think he will. What was so convincing about this answer? He gave me the details. He acknowledged the fact that I am worried that he's going to slip back into his old ways. Of course an employer is going to be worried about that. And he offered me evidence as to why that's not going to happen. He spoke of his goals for the future, his motivations, and the actions that he's taken, such as taking educational and vocational classes and becoming active in his church. He mentioned that he has positive recommendations from his parole officer and his pastor. And as an extra special part of this answer, he offered a compromise. He allowed me to, if I want to, hire him on a probationary status for 3 months so that he can prove himself. This is somebody who has the confidence in his own skills and abilities. And he has a sincere desire to turn his life around. This is something that I, as an employer, am going to be interested in, because after hearing this answer, I no longer see him as a risk. Very well done.
Thank you.